Welcome, all of the lovers of literature. Today, I am very excited to recite the biography of famous poet of Nepal, Laxmi Prasad Devkota. He is Nepal's legendary poet. He is regarded as one of the greatest poets in Nepal's literary history. His works have left an indelible mark on Nepali literature, and he is often called the Mahakavi or great poet. Devkota was known for his deep emotional and philosophical poetry that connected with the hearts of millions. His iconic works, such as Muna Madan and Sakuntala, are still widely read and celebrated. Here, we are presenting the biography of Lakshmi Prasad Devkota in his honor. Name Lakshmi Prasad Devkota, also written somewhere in Lakshmi. Born November 13, 1909, Delhi Bazar, Kathmandu, Nepal. Died September 14, 1959, aged 50, Kathmandu, Nepal. Known for Muna Madan, Sakuntala, Sulochana, Sanskritik Puraskar, many more. Parents: Father Til Madhav Devkota, Mother Amar Rajya Lakshmi Devi. Spouse Man Devi Devkota. Early life of Lakshmi Prasad Devkota. Lakshmi Prasad Devkota was born into a Brahmin family on November 12, 1909 in Delhi Bazar, Kathmandu. His father, Til Madhav Devkota, was a scholar of Sanskrit, and his mother, Amar Rajya Lakshmi Devi, was a devout and religious woman. Devkota's early life was deeply influenced by the scholarly environment at home. His father's interest in literature and his mother's kindness and pity shaped his compassionate worldview and love for poetry. Devkota was a bright student who was interested in literature from an early age. Despite financial challenges, he was determined to pursue education and carve out a path for himself as a writer. His education: L.P. Devkota completed his primary education in Kathmandu before attending Banaras, now Varanasi, India, to pursue higher studies. He attended Banaras Hindu University, where he studied law. While academically inclined, his true passion was for literature, and he spent much of his time reading and writing poetry. During his time in Benares, he was influenced by Eastern and Western philosophies, enriching his poetry. Devkota was a well versed scholar in Sanskrit, English, and Nepali, and his writing often reflect a blend of these literary tradition. His career beginnings: Lakshmi Prasad Devkota and his literary journey began at a young age when he started writing poems. However, his major breakthrough came with the publication of his epic poem Muna Madan in 1930, which became an instant classic. The poem, written in simple language, tells the story of the hardships faced by a common man in Nepal, and its emotional depth resonated with people from all walks of life. Muna Madan remains one of the most celebrated works in Nepali literature. In addition to poetry, Devkota wrote plays, essays, and short stories, contributing to various genres of Nepali literature. He also worked in various government positions, including the Minister of Education, but his love for literature remained his primary focus. Like many people are facing challenges and struggles in life, he is not the exceptional. Despite his literary success, Lakshmi Prasad Devkota faced numerous challenges in life. Financial difficulties constantly burdened him, and he often struggled to make ends meet. He was a man of deep emotion and sensitivity, sometimes making life hard for him personally and professionally. Devkota also battled mental health issues, including depression, especially after the loss of his family members. His emotional and mental struggles are reflected in many of his works, where themes of pain, loss, and the meaning of life are explored. The major achievements and contributions of Lakshmi Prasad Devkota. For his versatility and depth, Lakshmi Prasad Devkota is considered a literary giant in Nepali literature. His contributions to Nepali poetry, drama, and prose are immense. Some of his most notable works include Muna Madan. It was published in 1930, a masterpiece that tells the tragic story of a man who leaves his wife Muna to seek fortune in Lhasa. Sakuntala, it was published in 1945, an epic poem based on a story from Indian mythology, blending elements of love, tragedy, and redemption. Sulochana, a poetic play inspired by classical Sanskrit literature. Apart from these, he wrote several of other poems, essays, and plays that enriched Nepali literature. His works often explored themes of social justice, equality, and human dignity, making him not only a poet but also a voice for social reform. Devkota's notable literary compositions. Lakshmi Prasad Devkota composed an impressive body of literature throughout his life, contributing to various genres including poetry, essays, plays, epics, and short stories. Below is some of the most notable works of Lakshmi Prasad Devkota are epic poems. Muna Madan was published in 1930. His most famous works is a long narrative poem that tells the tragic story of Muna Madan. Like Shakuntala, Sulochana, and Prometheus are other famous notables. Poems. His notable poems are Pagal, Madman, Loony, Bhikhari, कुन मन्दिरमा जान्छौ यात्री, कुञ्जिनी, and plays composed by Lakshmi Prasad Devkota or Kunjini, Chhatrapati Shivaji. Similarly, he contributed in essay साहित्यको पूर्व र पश्चात, यात्री, नेपाली साहित्यको इतिहास र प्रश्नोत्तर क्वेश्चन्स एन्ड आन्सर. His contribution in the area of short stories and novels are Bhuichalo means earthquake, a short story that explores human resilience in the aftermath of a natural disaster. Chimeki Lakshmi Nibandha Sangraha. His other famous works are Basanti Mohan Madhav Sanskritik Puraskar. His works span various genres and themes, from personal philosophy and social commentary to lyrical beauty and cultural myths. His writing style deeply connects with Eastern and Western literary traditions. Many of these works are widely studied in Nepal, and Muna Madan remains one of the most popular and influential pieces of literature in Nepali culture. His personal and family life. Lakshmi Prasad Devkota was married to Mandevi Devkota, with whom he had 6 children. Despite the pressures of his literary and government work, Devkota was a devoted family man. His wife's support allowed him to continue writing even during difficult times. However, Devkota's life was marked by personal tragedies, including the death of his children and other family members, which deeply affected him. These losses further fueled the emotional depth of his later works, where themes of mortality and suffering became more prominent. Social and personal life. Lakshmi Prasad Devkota was known for his humble and down to earth personality. Despite his literary fame, he lived a simple life and was deeply connected to the struggles of the common people. He believed in using his poetry to speak for the marginalized and oppressed in society. Devkota's social awareness and empathy for the suffering of others made him a revered figure not just in literary circles but among the Nepali people. His compassion extended beyond his writing, as he often supported social causes and spoke out against injustices in Nepalese society. Legacy. Lakshmi Prasad Devkota's legacy is unparalleled in Nepali literature. His works continue to inspire generations of poets and writers, and his influence can be seen across various art forms in Nepal. Devkota's vision of using literature as a tool for social change has made him a poet and a national icon. His poetry and writings have been included in school curricula, and his name is synonymous with Nepali literature. Several streets, parks, and institutions in Nepal are named after him, and his life's works is celebrated through various literary awards and programs. The great personality, the voice for the Nepalese people. Through his emotional and philosophical works, Lakshmi Prasad Devkota touched the hearts of millions and left an indelible mark on Nepali literature. He died at the age of 50 due to cancer in 2016 BS. With his demise, Nepal lost a brilliant icon of Nepali literature. Despite personal and financial challenges, he became Nepal's greatest literary figure, and his legacy inspired new generations of writers and readers. Thank you for cooperating me